Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video for Houston Rockets Daily. Just got home. It's a little late here in Chicago. Pretty late actually. And this should be a fun little video for you guys. Before the All-Star break, I made a video saying Jalen Green's about to take off. And the reason being was I thought that him being in all the All-Star weekend festivities, while already kind of being on the right track before All-Star break, I thought the All-Star break, once again, all those festivities, I thought that was really going to have him just kind of take off. And I used Anthony Edwards as an example. Anthony Edwards in his rookie season didn't have the most efficient first half of the year. Second half, Anthony Edwards took over pretty much every single game he played, and that's why it was such a debate where LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards, who's Rookie of the Year. Well, Jalen Green, since the All-Star break, I have his stats right here, and this was pretty much what I was anticipating. I hate to hype myself up here, but this is kind of what I was anticipating here. So we have a tweet from Brado NBA, one of my favorite Rocket accounts. Jalen Green, since the All-Star break, 20.3 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 1.1 steals. He's shooting 49% from the field. And remember these stats, 37% from downtown. And then he finishes this off with, compared to all rookies in this time span, Jalen is first in three-pointers made and mid-range shots made. So it feels like Jalen Green has finally figured out, hey, just if you take mid-range jumpers, they have a high significant chance of going in. So I'll second that little tweet by Brado here with just his last 10 games. Jalen Green in his last 10 games, 21.1 points, 3.3 rebounds, 4.1 assists. And if you're a little confused, I'll explain it, don't worry. 52% from the field, and then he's shooting 38.1 from downtown. So Jalen Green is balling his ass off right now. And I gotta say, I love it. Houston Rocket fans are loving it. And to be quite honest with you, the NBA media world's actually kind of eating it up right now. We have, in this year's draft, it's actually crazy. And I hate hearing comparisons, bro. I hate hearing comparisons. Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes. Like, all of those three players I just mentioned are phenomenal basketball talents. We knew how loaded this draft was going to be. If you go back, you watch my pre-draft videos, every comment I say on it, every comment you guys drop on the video, it's like, this is such a good draft class. It's such a good draft class. But who knew it would be this deep? Who knew it would be this deep? Josh Giddey, Jonathan Kuminga. I even look at my Chicago Bulls. Ayo Dosunmu in the second round. For the Rockets, Şengün, Josh Christopher, hopefully Usman Garuba. What a draft we had. Well, here's Jalen Green's stats on the season. And they're very solid, by the way. 15.8 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 32% from downtown, and then only 41% from the field. So in his last 10 games, he is averaging, not great at math, 6 more points per game. He's averaging about an assist and a half per game, which, let me make a comment on this. Jalen Green, coming into the draft, I was anticipating a high-level scorer, a high-profile scorer, a guy who can give you 20 a night pretty consistently. On average, most nights, Jalen Green will give you 20 points. That was my thoughts as far as maybe not like right away in his rookie season, maybe not even in his rookie season in general, but I'm thinking 3 to 5 years down the line, Jalen Green should be a 20-point-per-game scorer. That's what he excels at. I'll tell you this. Jalen, like I said, on the season's averaging about 2.5 assists per game. Last 10 games, 4.1 assists. This has been one of my favorite parts about Jalen Green so far since All-Star break. Like, I know 2.5 assists to 4 assists might not sound like a big deal, but dude, Jalen Green is showing he can handle the ball. He can be your primary playmaker. I am convinced if the Houston Rockets set up Jalen Green with a guy at the point guard, like imagine you have Chris Paul at the point guard. Jalen Green would be averaging 20 points per game. It is undisputed. In my opinion, it is undisputed. Jalen Green would be averaging 20 points per game if he had an all-star caliber point guard. I don't mean that to say or shade Kevin Porter Jr. any disrespect whatsoever, because he's in literally right around now, late March. It's basically KP has gone through one whole season of being the Rockets point guard, a position he was never supposed to play. So I'm giving KPJ the benefit of the doubt. If you guys have watched this channel, you know my opinions on him. Give him one more season. Give him one more season. Because if we give him next year, we will know, is he a scorer or is he actually a point guard of our future? Is he the point guard of our future? But at the same time, I'm not saying if the Houston Rockets were to draft a cat named Jaden Ivey, I would be upset just because of the talent he possesses. At the same time, I love Chet. I love Paolo. I love Jabari. I love all these guys. So no matter who the Houston Rockets draft, I think I'll be okay with. And it's pretty... Wow, eyelash. It's pretty much the same thing as last year. I made a ton of videos. If we trade up for Cade Cunningham, if we draft Jalen Green, if we draft Evan Mobley, if we draft Jalen Suggs, my dumbass didn't really even consider Scotty Barnes. But if we drafted any of those 5 players, the Houston Rockets still would be just fine. Or 4 players, I should say. So I think we have a very similar... I don't think this year's draft is necessarily as deep as last year's, but I think the talent at the top level, like the first 5 picks, I think it might not be the same statistically speaking rookie seasons, but I think we're talking about the same level of talent, the same level of potential here. So, Jalen Green, I mean, literally, like, if you are averaging over 20 points per game since the All-Star break, as a Rocket fan, I can't complain. Like, I literally just cannot complain with that whatsoever. But it's icing on the cake that he has been able to get his assist numbers up 1.5 in the last 10 games, or essentially since the All-Star break, so 20 or so games. That's really impressive to me. Because Jalen Green, I'm thinking, coming into this draft, all right, this is a guy who will probably give you 20 points per game. He'll probably give you a couple rebounds, he'll probably give you a couple assists, but that's not really what he is known for. He's proven me wrong. He's also getting his steal numbers up. He's almost averaging a steal per game. His on-ball defense has been exceptionally improved since the start of the season. So I don't think anyone's honestly complaining about Jalen Green. It's crazy because you go back like 2 months ago. Like, you literally go back to the start of January. People are calling Jalen Green a bust. It was ridiculous. I mean, us Rocket fans, we knew that. Like, come on, dude. Like, you're counting a player out because he's played 40 basketball games? Come on. You're better than that. So, point of this video is I really just wanted to hype up Jalen Green. I think he's having a phenomenal end to his season. Literally, like, 21 points per game in his last 10. Come on. That's awesome. That is literally awesome. So that's it for today, man. Just wanted to do a little video about Jalen Green on this Houston Rockets off day. We have the Memphis Grizzlies tomorrow. We play the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant, which kind of is a little scary. I really hope we lose that game. Thank God we lost that game to the Pacers, because that was really close till the very end. But I'm really hoping we lose tomorrow's game and we can just head into the offseason, get to the draft, get to free agency, and really just have a phenomenal year next year. So hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily Rockets content, and I'll see you guys later.